What I have is my personal knowledge and opinion. Only law is universe. Hey, I'm Shay, and this is. Hey, Shay, come talk to me.
Hey, ShAyee.
What's good? What's good? Let me talk to the mic. What's good? Now, what's good, y'all, man? Today, this is the beginning of something that I've been wanting to do. Hopefully, I'm able to really extend myself um, to really get in these discussions, into these topics, and really just have a good discussion, man, with the people. May have some people that actually come on here and discuss topics with me, whether that's via phone, whether that's via person. Now, whether it's in person or on the phone, I most definitely want to get some other people. I need opinions, you know what I'm saying? Because once again, that's what we have, our opinion and personal knowledge. So why not be able to share it, discuss it? A lot of people think like you. It's a lot of people that don't think like you. We can always bring in new perspectives. We can always use new ideas, new perspectives, because as you know right now, it's a lot going on, and honestly, our energy is being attacked every day. But speaking of our energy being attacked, today's topic is being around others but still feeling alone. So, I'm not sure if you have experienced this, but I know a lot of times I've experienced this. And a lot of times this used to be me experiencing this when I was actually in the club. Not just the club though, because I've also been around family and felt the same way. I've also I've just been in situations in different places where I felt like nobody's really in here but me. It's like I'm the only spirit that is, I don't know, I don't want to say just consciously aware, but kind of not just going through the motion, you know what I mean? As we do so much in our everyday lives, we just go through the motion and we become autopilot drivers. Autopilot drivers. Yes, autopilot drivers is what we become, man. And it becomes really, really toxic to ourselves. Really does. But um that feeling though, of being around people, like I said, I've been around family, kicking it heavy, been at functions, events, and it's not always when you're in that zone of, for example, we're gonna use, um, I'm obviously African American. I'm pretty sure I'm mixed with a lot of different other things. I do know for sure that we are mixed with Indian, but pretty sure I'm mixed with a lot of more things. I'm pretty sure Caucasian is somewhere along the lines, most definitely for sure. But I don't know, you know what I mean? I'm not sure. And I'm not about to go and get swathed in, yeah. So, um, but for sure when it comes to, I know, black community, we most definitely can be autopilot. Like, the light stays on. You know what I'm saying? And the only time we turn that light off is when it's breakdown time. You feel me? When we can no longer go. And that's something that we need to kind of come out of. Not kind of, we're being pulled out of. As of right now, I'm actually being pulled out of that energy. I want to discuss a little bit more about that, but I made a video today actually regarding that. Not sure when I'm going to drop it because that's still a little near and dear to me, but what I'm sitting here doing right now is most definitely a part of that. So, But like I was saying, our community, man, we get to a point where we're on autopilot. For those of us that do partake in, just to say, drinking, right? For those of us that do partake in using whatever form of drug you decide to use, if you use natural herb, whatever it is that you do, you know what I mean? Whatever it is. A lot of times we for sure have a real problem of, how do you put this? Coding our problems, masking our issues, and we are so okay. We so lit. We so good. We straight. It don't matter. We good. You know what I mean? And it's not to say that you shouldn't be good. You know what I mean? But it's to say to be realistic and don't go on autopilot, because this is a part of why people like me for sure can be around certain people when you're raising your vibration. When you become more consciously aware, you just sit and you can see things that other people don't see in themselves. And this comes, I know some people, I'm pretty sure you've taken a moment also and just sat around somebody that you love. And you just sat there and watched them maneuver and do their thing. And you just, in some cases, it's either going to make you smile because you're like, man, it make you love that person even more because you just see them in their element. But you don't appreciate those people in those moments because of a lot of different things. And sometimes also, it can be the opposite way. Where you sit and you look at somebody and you're like, how have I been missing this entire time? But it is because of that autopilot, right? So, this is basically energy. I don't want to just say negative energy. I'm going to say occupied energy. Occupied energy where you don't have time for yourself and your true essence of a being. And when you have no connection to the people that you are around, meaning you all are not vibrating on the same frequencies, because of these various reasons that I just named, it can start to feel real lonely. And this can either be from you being one of these people who are actually vibrating at a very low frequency, which means you're on autopilot and you have no room to be yourself, to be you, to do you, because you only do what you've been taught to do. That's basically when you're most definitely on autopilot. But we have a tendency to do that and suppress ourselves, and that's one way that we can feel alone, being around people who even vibrate at a higher frequency. Being around these people who energy you just don't match with. And that's the issue. That's the issue. Not being able to match the frequency of the people that you are around. So it's another reason why you should also start to take those moments to sit back, look at yourself, evaluate yourself. Also start to evaluate the people that are around you. Do you have those moments when you do stop and sit down and shut out everything, turn off the TV, turn off your phone, or put it down, put it away, sit in just complete silence, and you have those moments where you come to yourself and you start to think about all the things that you pushed to the side during that day mentally, all those things that you witnessed that you didn't know was going into your subconscious. All of these things affect us mentally, which once again goes into why we don't match the vibration of the people that we are around. Sometimes also we can be in a state of pretending, where you know that the people that you are around aren't good for you, and you know that you're trying to fit in and trying to match the energies of the people that are around you, but realistically, It's not where you want to be. That takes me back to what I said about when I used to actually go to the club. I used to want to go to have fun. I want to go and have fun. I want to be up in here lit, man. I want to be in here, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I've never ever went to the club and been able to do that. You know what's funny? I've only been able to do this when I felt like I could get intoxicated, because then I wouldn't have the restraint. Then I could be like all the other people who are around me who can just do all this stupid shit for do all this stupid shit with no restraint at all. But it's me who's like, man, I ain't trying to be looking crazy. I ain't trying to be the one who falling out of the floor doing this and doing. I'm not trying to be that. And I'm not saying you cannot go to the club sober and have a good time. You can. But it goes back to my idea of how I was able to turn up at the club because of what I've always seen. You gotta have a drink in your hand. You gotta be lit. You gotta be with some lit people. You know what I mean? So it becomes a thing where you have to learn how to, one, be yourself. Two, be comfortable around anyone. Um, Three, love yourself enough to do those things. But you have to love yourself also enough to get in a space where you can be yourself to do those things. And if you have to, or if you find yourself feeling like you have to mold and shape into this certain form just to be around certain people or certain things, it's not for you and you shouldn't be there. You should walk out, most definitely. This is one thing that can most definitely help eliminate that feeling of being alone when you're around people. Also, another thing I want to touch bases on really quick, going out to eat with family, friends, whoever, even maybe your partner, and they're on their phone. I don't care if it is business related, where you get into the bag. I don't care if it is just you loving social media and you feeling like you're going to miss some. You have to learn how to put your device down and be connected with the person that's in front of you. You shouldn't be going nowhere, once again, with somebody who does not match your energy, because you can't force a simultaneous vibration. You feel me? You feel me? You can't force a simultaneous. Nah, but you really can't. Like, you can't force a vibe. You just can't. So if you're around people who you just can't vibe with, you just can't vibe with them. And there's a lot of people that you like, bruh, that you really don't vibe with. It's a lot of people that I like. I wish that we could vibe for real, but we just don't, because they only really speak from a very mundane level. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very mundane. Like, it's more to the world. You feel what I'm saying? I like to have those real conversations, and I get tired of hearing just about problems all the time. We never really sometimes get on the phone and discuss how we can be better. A lot of times we get on the phone and we have to hear about this is going on with this person or this is going on with that person, or about the drama that you got in your life. Let's talk about you also elevating. While you're telling me what it is that you have going on, tell me also, what do you think about how you're going to make it better for yourself? Because in all honesty, this is just a little off topic, but a lot of times we reach out to people. I'm not sure if that's shooting or what, but I'm going to continue. A lot of times, we we reach out to people for advice when we're just looking for someone to agree with us. Most times, if you're somebody who always has to call someone else to get an answer or to get some type of validation, some type of, you need to learn how to think yourself and actually make decisions yourself. You don't always need a backup. Because at the end of the day, you are all you need. I said need. You're all you need. Do we have other people, other things that come around? We do. We do. We do. Does God bring other people or whoever you believe in? Does He bring other people into your lives that are very valuable? For sure. For sure. But in terms of truly need, only thing you need is to vibrate at a higher level, higher frequency. And I will also probably discuss how to raise your vibration. But it's going to require you to be able to sit in a room, whether it's pitch black or the sunlight shine in every day. But you have to learn how to sit in quiet rooms, spaces, intersection. No. But you have to really, for real, just learn how to sit with yourself only. And one other thing, stop being around people just so you can feel as if you're not as lonely as you are. Because once again, if y'all don't vibrate on the same frequency, you're going to still feel lonely. Have you ever had somebody come over, friends, family, partner, and it's like they're not even there? It's just a body. Where's your spirit, sir? Where is your spirit, ma'am? What's your energy level? I don't feel anything. That's bad. If you're around somebody and you don't feel anything when they come around, or if you are around somebody and you start to feel that drag, if you're around somebody and you start to feel that, that's a good feeling. You should want more of that in your life. Stop being scared to cut ties also with these people, because they can drain you. They can make you feel more lonely than you actually are. So once again, man, I just want to end this off on a note of saying, learn how to, one, raise your vibration so you don't be that person that no one really wants to be around. You should really want to do it for yourself, because you should want to be with yourself. When you don't even want to be with yourself, you need to start checking yourself. You scared to be alone? You need to start checking yourself. It's because of past traumas? You need to check them past traumas. You need to sit down, write it down. Write down what you think may be the problem. And if you sit in a peace and quiet, I guarantee it's going to start running out. You might even bust out crying and you don't even know why you're crying. That's healing process. I'm telling you. So I just want to say, learn how to, one, be by yourself, and also learn how to love yourself, learn how to be around others, and actually be around others. Actually be in the energy that's in the room. If it's an energy that you don't want to be in, remove yourself. But that's going to be the end of my discussion today. We're going to make that quick, short, sweet, and simple, because it is. I may go in depth a little bit, but that's just, to give you a little idea. And that, spins off to so many other topics that I can really talk about. But those things I will get into. But I do want you all to most definitely take some time to yourself, especially now. It's important. Ground yourself. If you don't know about positive frequencies, most definitely look into that. Check that out. At first, if you're someone who listens to trap music, if you are someone who listens to hard metal possibly, but if you're somebody who legit just listens to pop, every other genre of music, it's going to be weird at first. But if you're someone who likes maybe like classical music, maybe jazz, it wouldn't be that far off from you, or for you, my bad. If you feel like you're ashamed to listen to some positive frequencies around your people, one, you need to get around some new people. But you can do that, of course, in the privacy when you meditate, chill, and vibe. You know? But that's the takeaway. Most definitely take a look into that. That's what I want you to do. That's your homework assignment. Research positive frequencies. Also learn how to connect with yourself. Be more aware of who you are around and what you are around. Because it's a lot of energies that's creeping. Don't get snuck up on. Y'all be easy.